Well, iOS 16 just officially came out, so let's go and take a look at it on the iPhone SE 2 and see if it's worth installing. Now, this update came out to a pretty big size update for sure, but like I mentioned before, please do not install this update. It is not worth that at all. Now, you can see with this specific beta, it did come to about, it didn't tell me the size it did, but I didn't save it in time. But essentially what happened was with these type of updates, they just, they say install later. They don't show you the time here, which is very unfortunate. For a lot of my devices, they're around 4.5 to about 5 gigabytes in that ballpark. Definitely not the exact same thing, but it was around that area, which is totally cool. Now, one of the biggest updates with this change is with the lock screen. But before I even say that, please do not install this update. It is not worth it. Also, Apple dropped support of the iPhone 7s and below. Very strange. I don't know why they went that low. If you go and come into the lock screen, you can see it looks a little bit different. If we hold down on the lock screen like this, we can actually click the customize button. We can click add new. And we can actually see that the wallpaper, we have the ability of adding a new wallpaper up here if we want to, but we can actually go ahead and use one of these featured ones they have here. And what we can do is we can choose one of these wallpapers like they have here. We can change the text of the time up there. We can choose different, wallpaper widgets here too, which is so cool. There's a lot of different capability here. We can add battery widgets, basically all the widgets we have before. We can go and customize here, which is cool. This is one of the most apparent changes within iOS 16. I'm really happy about it. And with something like the iPhone SE 2, even though it doesn't have like the greatest design of all time, it does, have a lot of the features within iOS 16, which I'm really happy about. Now, clicking home, you can see we have a little bit of the same design. On the iPhones with home buttons, we do have a spotlight search button here, which is interesting. Pretty much the same design though for the icons and everything. Nothing really changed here. I will say though, interestingly enough, the iMessage app got a massive update. So surprisingly, we do have the ability within iMessage to now send messages as normally, but we have the ability of unsending messages, editing iMessages, and also unreading messages if we've seen them before too. So that's another crazy change we have within iOS 16. Now, without a doubt, that is probably one of the biggest things in my opinion, and personally, that is something I'm really looking forward to. Now, that is basically pretty much those main updates. Focus mode got some updates. Notifications on the lock screen got a little bit of an update because now the notifications will come at the bottom rather than being in the middle, which I'm perfectly cool with. SharePlay got some updates. I did see one very interesting thing. If we go and hover text, you can see the text looks a little bit different. I'm very surprised about that. Usually it doesn't look like something like that, but now they did change it a little bit, which, I'm cool with it. Apple Pay got some updates. Apple Maps got some really big updates. CarPlay surprisingly got a massive update as well. So those are some of the biggest changes here. I will definitely tell you no matter what, please do not install iOS 16 on your iPhone SE 2, or really any iPhone on that matter. Doesn't make any sense. Stick with the lowest version of software, highest version that's official. I just wish the older iPhones like the iPhone 7s could have gotten this update, but regardless, that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that helps me so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.